Hello. Good morning. Good morning. All right. So we got Goldie here starting to move to the upside. And most likely just gonna, close bullish on the daily. I mean, this is the first time I haven't seen gold up 2% by pre-London session. I haven't seen that in a while. So when I saw it today, I was like, man, today's gonna be a good day. So we got a buy over here this morning. Really nice buy. Very nice buy. What's up, Vic? How are you doing this morning? What's up, Derek? Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, we're doing really good here this morning because of the volume that Trump is bringing into the market with the Greenland situation, the escalation that's going on. Man, a reporter asked him, how far are you willing to go? And he was like, you're going to find out. You're going to find out just how far I'm willing to go. So, for me and the market, that sounds like trouble. And when we hear trouble, gold goes up. Gold's up right now. We've just had 40. We've bypassed 4,800. We're peaking here at 888. Look at this. We got 888 over here. Like Triple H. We got 888. So 44, 888. Psychological mark, which was tapped right to the T. Look at that. Amazing. Amazing. I've been saying this since last year. I've been saying 2026 is not going to be a joke. It's not going to be a joke because 2025 has already shown us what we're going to expect for 2026. So you see this January, this is the first time ever I've gotten 40% in January. The first time ever that I've gotten this situation here happen, And I think that's a beautiful thing. Like most of the other months, January is pretty slow. 2024, January is pretty slow. But man, now we know why price is moving and what to expect, and gold is reacting beautifully. So I think, man, 2026 is going to be arguably even better than COVID, because I think during the COVID time, there was just a lot more volatility, whereas this is a lot more directionally biased, There's a lot more direction. Whereas with COVID, it was a bit more volatile, I guess. Could have been the case because this is pretty straightforward stuff over here. Really straightforward. Let's see. There was a nice trade on gold by closed partials, but tried to trail for the big move up. Oh, he stuck a buy here. I think, is this a move that's playing out right now? I think it is. It got clean range on the left-hand side. You can leave a runner towards like 48.83. You trailed your position and you got stopped, right? Break of the highs, nice strike also. Oh yeah, I think this is a really good trade over here. Really good trade. So yeah, chat, right now Goldie is looking to continue moving out bullish. We're just flirting with like a minor kind of a resistance over here by 48.86, 48.63 with a clean range up towards that next point. That next resistance zone right there. So you can see it's also moving from this region. It just broke above some kind of a resistance over here. And it filled the range towards that next resistance point. So we actually even had a pullback as well. We took a buy right here. The good thing about this buys this morning was the fact that the candlestick actually like pulled down first, like really strong down. And then when it pulled down really strong, I was like, okay, this is most likely a buy. Because that's such a big bottom wick, correct? Like, obviously. We're up 2%. Huge bottom wick that was formed. Once that candle reflipped, break of the highs here. But on my broker, it looked different. On my broker, it actually looked lower on my broker. It didn't break the wick on my broker. It was much lower than that. But the idea was like, break of the wick and then for price to continue to move up bullish. And then, price just skyrocketed upwards. And this is the pricing in for the London session. So people didn't get any trades here, like pricing in for the London session down by, support over here that I created like a support. and then created a structure. You know, price came down, created a support. It created a structure. Candlestick closed above that structural point. A little shotgun play entry. It would have been nice for this candle to break with volume. It didn't break with volume. It kind of trickled a little bit. It kind of hesitated there, but that next candle broke with volume that it could fill this range towards 48.63, right? And you'll find a lot of people took a trade, maybe like took a trade based off of the structure over here, because that was a point A where price would have essentially created something for potential point B move. Now, you don't need to know people's strategies. You don't need to know none of that. You just know like this is structure over here, because this is a V-shaped formation. There was no structure unless you go on the 1 minute. On the 1 minute, you're probably going to see something, but this was the most obvious level, because you know the thing about gold is if you're trading gold from anything above the 5 minute, let's say you're like looking at 15 minute above, sometimes you kind of miss those moves because there's no structure, right? There's nothing here. It's just candlesticks moving up. So that's why you got to go into the 5 minute and then get that structure that you can, you know, kind of determine a trade and get an entry. So you see now this is profit taking. You see what I mean? You got price moving from point A up towards point B, and now you have profit taking. And this range was roughly about 106 pips towards that resistance point. Now the next range is going to be above 48.63 over here to keep moving up 178 pips towards that next resistance point. So that's the next zone that you're kind of going to be looking to see if, you know, if candlesticks can break above this area, then I think, you know, then you can get like some kind of a continuation there. Yeah, but yesterday, let's see what happened yesterday. I think I took one loss after stream yesterday, and then I ended up with another W. Yeah, I took a loss. Man, it was crazy because like this trade here should have played out. Like I was so surprised that this trade didn't play out. I took a buy here and then it came down like, what? Doesn't make any sense because there were also already like fake outs that happened over there. But I knew this thing was going to skyrocket. It was shaking out people. So then I got back in right over here as I started breaking the highs. Because surely after this point, it breaks this high and doesn't move up. Then, you know, that at that point we say, what's that saying? Like, I don't know. The market's just cooking, basically. Yeah. It's cooking people. Giving people whips. You know, at that point, if it didn't move up, it was just giving people whips. So you got like another buy over here, and then price moved up. Moved up towards, as it was going towards like all-time high. You see, this is the environment that we're currently trading in, guys. Look at this. Every time we're like shy of all-time highs, getting buys, and then expecting price to continue moving up. Look at what's currently happening right now. We're shy of all-time highs. Price has pulled down, creating opportunities for, again, for price to continue moving up bullish. And amazing, amazing price action. It doesn't get better than this. I don't think that it gets better than this. Unless, yeah, I don't think it gets better than this. To be honest, it doesn't get better than this. I don't think so. I got the same loss. Then I got the next one also. I got greedy on that one because the first one, there was no order flow confluence. Second one, the order flow confluence. Order flow confluence, that sounds like pretty nice thing that you've been focusing on there. Yeah, but we are here. We are here. We are here in gold, looking for longs. Let's see what happened yesterday. Yeah, yesterday it looks New York session faked out. This was a buy, so this is a buy took right over here. Buy took, price came, and then it started trickling down. I guess took out the lows. Oh, I guess he was wiping out these buyers from this section. It was wiping them out before price continued to move up bullish. So moved up, yeah, quite nice. New York session followed through quite beautifully over there. But you know, I mean, It's what we expect from the New York session to continue moving up with that daily closure. Then Asia session. Did we create a bottom wick at least this time around? Okay, at least this time we had the audacity to create a bottom wick on the daily time frame. So created a bottom wick over here, and then Asia session just continued to move up. Man, like anybody who's been trading the Asia session, you've been having all the fun, all the glory over there. Yeah, we are here. Yeah, you've been having all the fun. All the fun. Asia session traders, look at this. They always get the move, man. By the time I get into like pre-London session, the move has already happened. You know, the move, the majority of the move. But, you know, that doesn't mean that we still can't catch anything. But it's still like, you know, they get the bigger portion of the moves. Man, like people who are just buying during the Asia, they must be having some crazy times right now. Imagine these traders that we don't know about, that we don't follow, that maybe are not on social media. Like people just buy the Asia session. I used to trade the Asia session, which is a wild part as well. Like I used to trade Asia. I would sacrifice sleep to trade Asia. And yeah, it's supposed to be a really good time for them. The quiet ones that buy 100 lots. Yeah, the alias that are running in 80,000 US dollar profit, 100k US dollar profit. Those incognito snipers. I'll be looking to go BE if price rejects 48.56. Also, gold almost covered 200 USD in 2 days. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. I woke up this morning and I had to rub my eyes again to see if gold is really at 48.80 over here. I was like, what's going on? Did I miss something? Because, you know, Trump was meant to speak today. He was meant to speak today. So I was like, did I miss something? Did Trump have a surprise attack yesterday, or like was there a mix-up with the schedule, or what's going on here? Because, you know, Trump was meant to speak today at 8:30 a.m. Man, I woke up and I'm seeing like Trump already spoke or he said something yesterday. Oh, this is an orange folder. How did I miss this? Oh, this is Forex Factory over here. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't put the talks. Sometimes they put the talks later. Yeah, I've seen that. I don't know why they always do that with a folder, but sometimes the folder is not there, then it appears like later on during the day. So it looks like he did end up speaking yesterday here at the White House press briefing. That's when he said something, and that was at 1 p.m. Let's see. 1 p.m. That means price should have been moving up over here. Or 1 p.m. I guess it consolidated at 1 p.m. 1 p.m. and then only started moving up during Asia. Interesting. Done, my love. German 40. Dubs, dubs, dubs. Pearl. W movie. I actually recently watched this movie over here. I feel things deeply. Yeah, watch this movie. It's a pretty good movie. It's like a kind of like a thriller, I guess. You're scaring me, Pearl. He doubled down on Greenland for sure. That's true. He actually doubled down. Like, I did not expect him to double down. And you know the problem with the fact that he's doubled down is now he has to see it through because his ego is on the line. When you're going to tell a reporter how far you're willing to go and you're going to respond, I guess we'll find out the way he responded. Man, he's got to see this through now. Otherwise, we're going to think he's a bitch. And Trump doesn't want to look like a bitch. So he's got to have to see it through, which is the dangerous part. You know, when people make decisions like that, when they say stuff like that, then we know. You know, that's why market went up like this. So the market went up like this. This is literally World War III. Literally World War III. Let's see this beautiful land that he's trying to conquer. Yeah, Greenland is it's quite icy over here. Wow, look at this. You think this little town over here is going to have any chance against Trump? Gonna build a hotel on this thing. On this land over here. It looks like really nice, peaceful country. Small houses, small communities. Yeah, I gotta build some military bases here. I think that's what we gotta do. Looks like a nice little South Park village. I think I watched a documentary once about this, about a city in Greenland and the locals there. And they go fishing. It was like some kind of like fishing and quite a quiet life, you know. Now we got Trump coming in. Up like Donald Trump. Gonna put an American flag over here. And we're gonna build like a little military base right here. I'm sure Trump is already looking at all the images of Greenland and thinking to himself, what are we gonna do? Like, how are we gonna build this infrastructure? Maybe some nuclear, try some nuclear weaponry over here, you know, like shooting some rockets into the ocean. Boom. Yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty strategic area. Proposed United States acquisition of Greenland, Wikipedia. Oh, wow. Man, the US is about to get bigger. US here is about to get bigger. Oh, Canada? Man, are you... anyone from Canada here in the chat? I wouldn't get too comfortable. You're living in Canada. Don't get too comfortable. Gonna have another Russia-Ukraine. And if that's hurting your feelings, go find another industry to work in. Because, you know, traders over here, we don't have time for feelings like that. Oh, I can't believe you said that. Bro, this is literally our job, man. Our job is to anticipate. So if you feel bad about it, then you gotta go join the army and help somebody. But don't get too comfortable because, man, I think like after we're done with Greenland, I think he's gonna come for Canada next. Because now you can't do nothing. I literally played this game before. I literally played this game in university. One time we had a assignment where we were playing a game on a board and everybody got a country. So I got Russia, other guys got UK, Germany, and the whole idea is every 24 hours we can make a move. So every 24 hours we had to talk to each other, you know, in private and everything. And then we had to find a way to work together to acquire more land, or you could backstab somebody. And what I was doing is Russia, I'd be like, okay, listen, Germany, let's work together. Let's go against Italy. So I'm going to need you to move your tank. You got to move your tank like to this next location because you can only make one move every 24 hours. But if he moves his tank the next 24 hours, I can take that spot. So I'll take that spot and he'll be like, oh man, I can't believe you did that. And then he would not be in a position to negotiate anymore because I would have more land. Meaning that if he didn't play ball with me, I could take more of his land. And the whole idea was to first get the foot in the door. That was my whole strategy. Get my foot in the door, and then I'll be able to acquire the rest of the map. And we actually ended up winning that game over there. So that's what we did. So I think this is the same play. Like, you know, acquire Greenland first, and then we'll go for Canada. Then, you know, then you can't say anything. Because this is going to be a very strategic area on the map. Correct? Now, you won't be able to see anything at that point. So I think that's what could be a possibility in the future. All right, so you got candlestick close about 48.63. Candlesticks moving up over here. You still got about like, you know, 170 pip range to the upside for price to move bullish. See, it's breaking the highs. A little bit of a shotgun entry confirmation. See if it actually continues to run up over here. Dude, what time is it right now? It's 36. We're into the hourly candle. It's already had one move, but I could definitely stretch a bit more. You can definitely stretch. I mean, look at this previous hourly right here. Could even go to all-time highs if it wanted to. Even got a, what is this? This is like a wick, kiss of death situation with that wick that's currently holding price of this hourly candlestick up bullish. See on the 1 minute, anything happening? No accumulation breaks on the 1 minute. Just price kind of moving up here. That sounds like a fun game. Is there a way to do it on Discord? Maybe move every week. I'd be down to conk. Yeah, I mean, let me see if I can actually find it. How do we even play it? Because you know we had this universities have this their own kind of portals, right? I think it was called module or something like that. I think we were playing it on a university portal, but let me see. That would be sick on Discord, to be fair. That's actually pretty cool. And the good thing is you have to commit, right? You have to commit, because if you stop playing, it's very easy to just make a decision. Like it's like admin, right? Like just 5 minutes a day, you know, just something small. You make a decision, you talk to people, whatever, and every 24 hours there's a move that happens. My teacher was not impressed, man. My teacher did not like the fact that I did that. He was not, because I was just playing to play. You know, the idea of the simulation that we did was to learn a bit more development skills, soft skills, but I ended the game too quickly because I took over everything. So even though I won, he was not impressed. He did not seem impressed. His name was Lawrence. Really nice guy, Lawrence. Very nice guy. He always gave me good grades, though. Oh, did I find it? Is it this one? No. But it looks similar like this. Strategy global scale, roll dice to invade territories and conquer map. No, it was not this one. But it looks similar. Low volume on this one. It's breaking the highs, but it's not following through. Re-breaks these lows, might most likely be a consolidation reversal. You see how it's consolidating right there? A little bit of a low volume. It needs to re-break these highs. It's creating like a small mini invert head and shoulders. Your left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Like breaks those lows, you can see price potentially push down. Why 8 games the OG? If you know, you know. Yeah, it needs to re-break these highs. It needs to respect those lows and then re-break the highs. I would say mini clip. Mini clip is the OG. If you know, you know. Mini clip right here. That motocross game. Hey, you like play the motocross. Middle of IT class. I used to love IT. Man, IT class was a chill class. A class where you just like play games in IT and the teacher wouldn't mind. Everyone would just be on mini clip. Oh no, it's called ICT, right? Yeah, ICT class. It's called ICT, Information Communication Technology. Let's play mini clip games. I think maybe that's where ICT got his name from. Maybe he used to be in computers. He used to be a computer guy. Got 164. Yeah, I got 164 pips over here. Anything to get the W's? Yeah, look at this. Starting to re-break the highs. You know, that's the whole idea behind the shotgun play. Because you're going to take a shotgun play like this. And pretty decent sized stops over here. Oh, actually pretty big stops. Wow, these are pretty big stops. Candlesticks look small, but really big stops over here. But you know, this candle, based off the structure, as it was breaking these highs, the next candlestick should not re-break this previous candlestick lows. That's when it usually becomes like quite dangerous. Like re-breaks those previous candlestick lows. Man, these candles are huge. They look small, but they're pretty big. Hey, look at this. This thing's already moved up here quite nicely. Look at that little accumulation here. That pushed up. Nice little 20 pip move. This was the London breakout right here. Nice little 20 pip move. See, right by 20 pips, then you start to see that little bit of a reaction. Now it's coming back. Awesome. This is the issue. If I didn't take it, Greenland, he is right. China or Russia will take it. That is like risk game. Yes. Yeah, if he doesn't take it, then China or Russia might take it. Because they're already set in play right now. Especially with Russia acquiring Ukraine. Russia acquires Ukraine, that makes them stronger. I don't know what China's doing right now, but China's conquering the world in a whole different way, you know. These guys are doing it more with technology in China, man. Everything is like made from China, you know. So I think the Chinese really taking a different approach there. These guys like Russia and America a little bit old school in the sense that they're attacking like that, but China is everywhere. They got the Silk Road. You know, they're creating debt in third world countries. They're building airports, creating debt for countries which can't afford it. So when you can't afford it, they take control of your infrastructure. There's some African countries which are airports being run by the Chinese government because they default on the payments. You know, they build you roads and also because these countries are already internally corrupt. So they spend more on projects and pocket a good amount of that money on those projects. So that creates a cycle of debt. You know, because they know, Chinese know that when they go to these countries, there's a lot of corruption. So the way they're going to manage their funds, they're going to create themselves in a position where they're now going to owe the Chinese something. So I think with China, they're pretty smart over there. You're going to go everywhere in the world and you're going to see Chinese. Literally everywhere. Man, like I was in Stuttgart one time and so many Chinese in Stuttgart, you know, and they don't speak German. You're going to ask them, hey, what are you doing over here? And they're probably not like in school or anything. They're probably there because the families are there. You know what I mean? They get housing as well. They get visas. They're allowed more to be in those societies. Like bureaucratically, they have more leeway. So man, the Chinese are on a different level. Whole different level. Imagine if PlayStation revamped the PSP, go with modern software and internals. I don't like the Portal. They need to bring that back. Yeah, I mean, that's true. They kind of gave up on the PSP, right? They should have continued developing that. I think during that time, it was actually a pretty good device. And a lot of people had that device. But I don't think a lot of people have the Portal as they did the PSP. What is this? Dematheria. It's a war game. Oh, this is cool. How do we do this? Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's kind of like let me copy text. And I'll just bookmark it here. It's a bit weird bookmark, but I think it should work. Yeah. The thing is, like, people don't really understand how to play the Discord games. You know, I also got one here. This is Dank Memer. You can have literally coins and This is, I think, the most popular game on Discord. I mean, I also don't really know how to play it, but it looks kind of interesting. Grind, fight, wager, gamble, fish, collect, and more. You can do like a lot of stuff on Dank Memer. I mean, the cool thing is we got chess right here. And we're like chess because it's much easier to play chess. You just go and choose activity. And you can play chess. You can play, oh, poker night. Can't believe they don't have, oh, they got blackjack here too. Nice. We even got some blackjack. I wonder if we can sit around the table over here. People can join the same game. Probably could. See, let's authorize. Might have just signed my life away, but nobody reads the terms and conditions. See, welcome blackjack. New to blackjack, check out the rules. No, I'm not. I'm not new to gambling. Alright, let's go $5,000. I'm ready. Hey, you can actually join. I think people can join in here. Hey, architect. Join up the game. Alright, we got a 5. We got a 5. Alright, let's turn off this music. This music's quite annoying over here. How do we turn this music off? Oh, okay. No, we gotta hit quickly. New round starting soon. No, we gotta split. Okay, come on. Hey, Crack. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, Crack. Please have a seat. How the hell do you invite people? Let's turn off the music. Yeah, price is just faking below that a support zone right here, but it's still moving up. It's created a new resistance point by 48.66, 48.66 for price to continue moving up. All right, we gotta split these. We got aces. Let's see if we get 21. 21. Hit left. What do we get? 15, 515. Shit, against a 9 we gotta hit. 18. All right, stand on this one. How about no? We gotta hit this one. 21. All right, beautiful. Watch, I'm gonna make some money here. Boom. I just made some money. New round starting soon. But question is, I don't know how you're gonna play like other people. I see somebody here. Oh, you guys actually joined? Nice. Like, architect is in here. We got Woods in here. Woods just joined up. Let's go. We got 1, 2. We got Joshua in here. Schwartz. Got 3 more spots. Custom bet 1 million. All right, let's hit ready. Let's go, boys. I got a 10. Woods got a 10. Going up against a 2. Easy. Actually, I think I'm gonna double. Oh, damn. I got a 13. That's like the worst. On a double. Got 15. You got 15 is pretty good on the stand. It's risky. You might bust. Damn, Woods with the 20. Sheesh. Watch the dealer get 21 now. Let's see what Schwartz gonna do. Schwartz, you gotta play. Hit. Bro, you're not doing anything here. Oh, okay, nice. Get a 10. Get 19. Dude, I'm screwed. I got the worst cards. If the dealer busts, that would be amazing. Oh, damn, Daniel. He actually got 21? I told you, Woods, watch him get 21. The house always wins. Alright, we'll go big here. Let's go 5. No. How much money do I even have? I think we gotta remove. Gonna go with let's go with 1,500. Nice. Awesome. 19. Then we're gonna stand here. Oh, yes, let's go. Made some money. Man, imagine if you could count cards. You know, because the whole idea here is like, if we knew when they're gonna get high cards on the table, then we can bet big. Then I can go big. $1,000. Then we can go big. All right, let's see. Goldie here got resistance. It needs to break above that resistance. Price breaks that resistance, then we can go up. I got 14. Uh, 14 against a 7, chat. We gotta have to hit this. Fuck. How much money do you all have? Why do I have 15,000? Woods got 7,005. Architects got 5. Schwartz got 4. Cracks got 6. The Docs got 6,000. Hey, got Mr. Rashid in the group here. We got a high roller in here. Get 21. Nice. Yeah, chat. So this is the next key level right here. We got to break 48.66. There's still 178 pips left for price to move up. I think it's maybe just setting up an accumulation. We're just setting up a potential accumulation here, so it has enough volume that it can break the highs by 48.70 and then continue to move up bullish. Yeah, then I think we can move up. Then we're gonna move up. You bet you bet 5K, that's why. Oh, nice. Wow. Oh, nice. Let's see. Damn, man. Schwartz going all in. Let's go 2,000. Ooh. Sheesh. 16? Against a 10? I could try and split. Oh no, I can't split. Yeah, it was you got the hit, right? So you bust. That's what I was trying. If I hit, I would have bust. So best choice I could have done right there was actually stand. That would have been the best choice because the dealer bust. Awesome. You know, this is the thing about casinos, right? When you're playing at a casino, we got Bobby in here. See, Bobby. Looks like the risk paid off for Schwartz. Looks like the risk paid off. He's going all in again. Account's about to be blown. Full port. There's a thing about casinos. You gotta be a casino all day. You know? You gotta be a casino all day. Doing this, and maybe even in the end, you come out break even. That's why we go casinos where they give you free beers and food. All right, let's see. We got to hit 11 against a 2. Simple. Actually, we could double this. Let's double this. Yeah, I'm going to double this. Oh, man, a 16? All right, not bad. Still, against a 2, it's not bad. Bust. Ugh. I think accounts just got blown. Oh. Oh, not yet. Schwartz playing with fire right there. Small reversal play on potential reversal play here on Goldie as it broke below that support on the 1 minute. What did I get? A Q and a 10. Yeah, on the 1 minute, it looks like it might be looking to fake out these sellers. The sellers here actually had, you know, the buys that actually end up playing out. It gave about a 20 pip push, and then it came down to take out the buyers' stop losses here. The sellers also get paid out, because this is a pretty decent move for the sellers too, with a fake out confluence right above this zone. Fake out confluence, break of the lows to distribute down bearish. But now, since the seller's in the market, this whole area here can become like a potential reversal play if it breaks above 48.65. Because the overall direction is still bullish, correct? So we're still looking to see when is that volume gonna start kicking in again. Maybe like any moment. But we're at 48.66, which is a pretty key mark. Oh, Mr. Rashid blew the account. Yesterday market was so tempting. I tried my best, but best to avoid, but couldn't help myself. I'm gonna double against this too. Last time it gave me a really bad card, but see if we get like some good here. Oh, nice. You got a split. See a blackjack? Awesome. What can you get here? Awesome. Man. Schwartz just got 2 blackjacks. Alright, my turn. We're gonna have to... I want to double this against a 2. Come on. Oh, you kidding me? Another... Okay, dealer bust. Awesome. Let's go, baby. Man, congratulations on that double blackjack there. Almost at 20k, chat. If I make this, I'm gonna have 20k. If I make this round. Yeah, I'm gonna play poker now because gold is not moving up bullish anymore. I'm gonna play blackjack. It's setting up. Because you see, it's a very tricky situation here. You got like a support. It's gonna need to either retrace down, create a support, and then move up, or attempt to re-break the highs. Yeah, it's losing a little bit of steam over there. Right, if the dealer gets an ace right now. Oh, okay, 20. Gold is waiting for a 4-hour candle closure. I got about 2 hours, at least on my broker. Other brokers maybe just about 1 hour. But I don't know, like it's a lot of time for price to be waiting. You know, I think the thing is we also hit 1 hour resistance over here. That could be playing a role. That could be playing a role. 1 hour resistance we just tapped into. But the lower time frames have clean range to get this wick fill. Very nice. I like 11 against a 4. We're gonna double this. 17. Not bad. 15, 30-minute resistance. Actually, the clean range looks good from the 30 and above. Break of the highs, keep pushing up. 30-minute, 15-minute looks good. 5-minute looks good. It's retracing down, creating more opportunities as well. I don't know if there's much of a setup because you got like speed bumps on the left-hand side for the sellers. Damn, Daniel, the house always wins. It's got to get through at least this 5-minute. You got 5-minute support here. Break below that 5-minute support. Clean traffic down towards 48.44. But obviously, this is going to be a counter trend move. Guys, we got Ricardo on the table. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, the table is kind of cold right now, Ricardo. Not really getting pretty good cards. See, then look at this. The dealer got freaking blackjack probably already. But I don't think you can take insurance in this game. Can't manage risk. I'm surprised Schwartz is still in. This guy was going all in. Almost blew the account. Watch the dealer get blackjack. Gonna pull out a 10 right here. Oh, nice. Got the boys around the table. See, it's flirting with 48.54. You never went all in? I did see an all-in badge on your thing in the beginning, though. Ooh. Beautiful. Really good PA. Really good PA. It's still not also consolidating. Because sometimes, you know, that PA would start consolidating, be kind of wiki and stuff, but it's not doing any of that. It's I think the idea here is price moved so much earlier that it's it needs to take a small break here. We don't have any news today except Trump speaking later on at 8:30 a.m. Which I think also the markets could potentially wait for, because that's going to be 30 minutes into New York. You know? 30 minutes into NY. So there's a chance that we might break into a range here soon, though. Question is, where's that range gonna be? We got our resistance. We know we got resistance by 48.66. Maybe by support by 48.36. We may hold this. It's around a 373 pip range. So there's a chance that price actually breaks below here to correct this move down towards that higher time frame, a support. Hey, what happened? Oh, we got blackjack, huh? Didn't even get a chance to play. This game is rigged. That's casino for you. You see, that's the difference. And this is the whole difference between casino and trading. Casino, you have to sit at the table and you have to play. You know, the only thing maybe you can do in casino is maybe I should risk less money, because it looks like we've been on a losing streak here. So we need to risk less until we can start winning again. Because look at this, ridiculous. He's got a 10. How do you have a 10? This guy's always, the house is always getting a good card. Impossible. Impossible hand that was. Oh, 20. Nah, we gotta reduce the risk. There's a shock in the water here, guys. There's a shock in the water. Price is consolidating on this blackjack table. $5.50. Breaking below support. Got 1 minute 1 minute candlestick here to close. Most likely coming to the bottom of the range. I anticipate price is gonna consolidate like between this point and that high. This low and that high. So, are there any breakouts on the 1 minute? Small little accumulation break here though. The break of this low is about a nice little 30 pip move. So accumulating, broke below the lows with clean traffic to keep pushing down. You just got a counter close below support on the 5. Got that 8 SMA on the 15. It will look pretty nice if that candle respects this 8 SMA like this. Rebreaks the lows to push down. Right below that dynamic resistance point. One hour is also catching up though, something to keep in mind. 1 hour SMA is catching up. Lower time frames are saying that lower time frames are showing a little weakness. A little weakness to come down. Higher time frames are showing strength still at this point. It just seemed like the hourly had a reaction off of 48.70. We'll dive into the news here as well. See what's currently going on. Nice. Dealer bust. Alright, I think the table is getting better again. See, gold surges past 4,800 as Trump pushed for Greenland spurs haven buying. Let's see. Trump pushes to take over Greenland, rattles global markets, and raises demand for safe haven assets. A turmoil in Japan's foreign bond market has intensified concerns over fiscal sustainability in major economies. Let's see. Stock shaken by geopolitical fears. Japan's bonds bounce after sell-off. It says the Sell America trade was the driving force behind major market moves overnight as investors look to reduce exposure to the US, seen by many as unreliable partner pursuing self-defeating policies. That's the main thing, that the fact that Trump has doubled down on his rhetoric over Greenland, saying there was no going back on his goal to control the island, refusing to rule out taking it by force. Insane. Insane. His threat on tariffs on Europe also has rekindled fears of global trade war. And the dealer just bust. Oh, nice. You accidentally pushed the hit on 18 and got 3. Are you going all in? All in. We got Bobby Hines. Bobby Hines in the chat. Says all in. Who's going all in? Are you sure? No, cancel. Oh, that's what it was. This is why I thought Schwartz went all in, because it had this sign here, but it just means if you want to go all in. All eyes are now on the World Economic Forum in Davos, where Trump is due to deliver a keenly awaited speech later in the global day, which could come or inflame tensions with Europe. Damn, today's going to be a wild day. At 8:30, mark your calendars. 8:30 p.m. Eastern. 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Expect Trump here to be coming in and moving markets. The global bond market was still reeling from brutal sell-off, having been caught up in a perfect storm of worries over exposure to the US assets and surge in Japanese government borrowing costs. Here's increased government spending on a Japanese prime minister. Yeah, something happening in Japan. I'm kind of like tuning that out because I'm more focused on what a Trump is going to do next. And is due to speak later today. So, nice dealer bust. Yeah, it's going to be, let me see, where is this? Meeting in Davos. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I think he's going to double down on his talks. So I'm going to be grabbing my popcorns and waiting to see what he's going to say, because that's going to give us volume for tomorrow as well. So if he says something that's going to rattle up the markets, we're going to see the same thing that happened today. See this much volume, and the same thing we've been getting all week. We're going to see that happen again tomorrow. We're going to see that happen again tomorrow. Price is going to move up. It's going to create us nice opportunities, and we're going to take those opportunities. That's it. That's all we can do, you know. That's the beautiful thing about trading, is that we get to wait, you know. We get to wait to choose what trades that we want to take. Not like this, man. Like this, we're sitting at the table. Everyone here's got to play. You know, I got to play. I think I'm going to stand. Or, yeah, I think I'm going to stand. Stand against the 10. We got to play. We got to keep playing. You got kicked? How'd you get kicked? You blew the account? I'm trying to crack 20, man. I'm right underneath 20. I'm at 18K. Now 19. Bobby Hines did not come to play. Man's already at 10,000. Bobby, I'm gonna get this 20K before you. I'm gonna get this 20K. Oh, okay. Now you left? Come on, man. You're doing so well. Yeah, you gotta wait. If prices are gonna sell off, it still needs to get through support. It still needs to get through support. Not sure. I think it's the internet. I'm double VPN'd up. Double protection. Gold likely to be supported by price incentive central banks. Gold is likely to have an enduring support from sustained largely price incentive demand from central banks, looking to diversify their reserves. Gold record-breaking run underscores. This also confirms macro conditions where gold adds value, such as policy uncertainty, remain in place. Gold could also benefit as an asset perceived to be outside the fiat system, given US dollar concern amid erratic policy making and scrutiny on the Federal Reserve. There's a lot of like weakness in the dollar. I think we're really moving away from the dollar slowly but surely. So, you know, that's what this is also about here. It's also gold has been perceived as an asset to be outside the fiat system, given the US dollar concerns. Yeah, we're slowly moving away from the dollar, which is quite interesting. Awesome. Double against the 2 got a 20. Sick. I'm going to crack that 20 right now. 20k. Strength is also seen across the board precious metal complex as their moves have been striking, particularly silver. How much is silver up in the day? Silver is up in the day about... Oh, wow. Surprisingly not that much. 0.40%. I'd expect silver to be up quite a lot, seeing that gold is already up 2%. Silver didn't move that much today. Mr. Rashid down to his last 200. This is a make or break. 14 against the 2, just stand. I think that's the best bet. What's happening here? What's going on? Did the game like freeze? Did the game freeze? Come on, I was right about to get that 20. The game doesn't want me to get 20k. Oh, it's still alive. Hey, what's going on here? I think we should have some real poker. I see some easy pickings. Yeah, I gotta learn how to play poker. Got KV in the chat. Yeah, but why is the game? What's going on here? Someone needs to play or what? I want to get this 20k. But that's what I noticed about the Discord games. The Discord games like this, they always... I remember this used to happen quite a bit with chess as well. Like, you'd be playing chess and at some point, I think it would just like stop working or something. Do we have Texas Hold'em in Discord? Probably. Oh, was the dealer thinking all this time? Come on now, stop playing with me. Got 21. Let's go. 21. 21. Could you do something for me? So I'm currently up right now $15,000 on blackjack. Ooh. Goldie could be saving this range for later. I do see that as a probability. Because this is the key mark we're looking at here. Which is going to be that vertical line. So until this time, we might see price kind of like bounce and hover around this region. And then as we're coming towards 830, I would be more anticipating price to be breaking above 48.66 to do this. Whatever the case may be, this range is getting filled today. This range is getting filled. One way or the other, this range is getting filled. Either now or later, but it's gonna get filled. 48.84. So you gotta be very careful, because now we have resistance support right here. So it's not really a lot of room for price to move. Like 26 pips to that next resistance. It's not that much room for price to move. Because it doesn't matter like what strategy you're trading. FVG, Fibonacci, MACD. At the end of the day, the candles are going to move the way the candles move, correct? And that's why I think like support and resistance and understanding support and resistance is really important, because it shows you what potential there is. Even if you don't trade support resistance, it shows a potential in the given area that you're going to be looking to trade. So you see in a situation like this, you wouldn't really be thinking much of a runner. But if you are above 48.66, then we can start talking about potential runners. Because I think at that point, volume should be coming back in. Direction should be coming back in, and then, you know, price should be able to follow through quite nicely there. But until then, you know, you just got to see like what are we going to do? What are we going to do between these two levels? Is price going to break below and move down, or are we going to break above? That's all that we can do now, is just wait. Take our hands like this, going to sit on our hands and, you know, just wait. No trade zone. Is Trump talking later? Yes. Discord doesn't like you? Yeah, it's your VPNs. Can be double VPN'd up. Why are you double VPNing? Surely I can get one blackjack. I'm gonna split these. Oh, I can't split it? Double? No, let's take it. Money, 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 money. Yeah, pretty amazing month over here. How many more weeks do we got? We got about one more week. One more week. 1, 2, 3. 1 week, 3 days. Awesome. Awesome. This is awesome. Because, you know, like, as traders, sometimes our job is really difficult, right? So whenever we have market conditions like this, it just makes our job so easy that we can just be appreciative of that, you know, while it lasts, because it's not going to last forever. So it kind of gives you like a little break, you know. I think it's a little break, because trading is the most difficult thing. Arguably one of the most difficult things you're ever gonna do. Correct? So when we get macroeconomics and prices moving and Trump is being a dumbass, what else could you ask for? It's free money. You can go on Polymarkets. I'm sure on Polymarkets there's some bets over there that I saw a guy make from $1,000. He made, how much is it? Like about $90,000. He betted that Trump would say fake news on Polymarkets. And from $1,000, the guy made $90,000, right? 94 or something like that. Bust. I ask you, what news are you from? What news is that? I'm from CNN, fake news. Just like that. From $1,000 to $94,000. Insane. Let's see. Polymarkets, Trump. Will Trump take over Greenland? Trump, Greenland. Let's see what bets we have over here. Let's see what bets we have over here. Man, I'm at 20k right now. I'm just hovering at 20k. I'm trying to break out 20k, head over to 30k. Quite difficult now. Very difficult. So all we gotta do is manage our risk by 20k, so we don't lose this ground over here. Will Trump acquire Greenland by 2027? Trump X Greenland deal. Alright, we got a bunch of these. Will Trump visit Greenland by March 3rd? What will Trump say during News Nation interview? Is that the one today? Let's see. Held 2 times. We got million, billion, trillion, 7+ times. 100% probability. But I guess also the reward would not be as much, right? Let's see. Yes. Stand on that. Oh, volume is coming in. Gold is moving again. Look at this. Pretty awesome day here. Yeah, we might even end up moving now, but we're going to move up. That's why I'm saying that range you see on the left-hand side, that range is getting filled. One way or the other, that range is going to be filled. Now it just comes down to, can you catch it? All right. Awesome. Let's go 1,500. That range is going to get filled to 48.85. There's no way that range does not get filled here today. All right, let's see what else Trump might say. Somalia, Iran. Iran got 100%. Denmark, Noble. Let's see what else is going to happen here. Will any of Trump's Greenland tariffs go into effect February? Oh, this is a nice one. By Feb or on Feb? Give me like a nice little 1 to 2.5 risk to reward on that. One to 2. If his tariffs go into effect by Feb 1st, which he did say that the tariff he's imposing will take effect by February 1st. Free money. I think this is right here. Free 1 to 2.5 risk to reward, that is. He did say it. Nice. Deal a bus. Will the US withdraw from NATO? So I guess that's the first one. We got the deal, the tariffs going in. But now this is a tricky one. Will Trump acquire Greenland before 2027? Candle's moving up here. It's about to close in about 18 seconds. And then the next candle should open up, re-break these highs, and then continue to move up bullish. You know, that was the idea of what should have happened over here. But then price ended up breaking the highs, little consolidation, and then small little pullback. But now it's signaling that it wants to continue to move up bullish. Break above 48.66 over there. Right? Break above 48.66. Lux, thank you for the sub, man. Appreciate it. Break above these highs and then continue to move up bullish. I think that's what should happen over here. If price should behave the way it should, then we should break this highs by 48.69 and move up. Not yet. You see, this is not enough. This is not enough over here. We need to break these wicks. Wow, dealer got 70. But I'm slowly creeping up to... Oh, okay. No, I lost some money there. Looks like Architect needs to do a redeposit on the account. Man, this is hard. We're all kind of stuck in a little trench over here. Come on, guys. Let's crack 10K. Who's going to crack 10K? Got Woods at 25. Architect 100. Oh, there we go. You see volumes coming in. You see, this is what I mean. If price is supposed to behave the way it should, that range is getting filled today. Now look at this. Price is breaking above the wick over here, and we're moving up bullish. You know, that's the whole idea here. Now the price can move up. Pretty good. Congratulations for anybody who executed on that idea over there. Because now you're sitting in a trade which can potentially be the running trade towards resistance. Ooh, a bust over here. Really nice. Amazing. How much did it break here by? Close to about 30 pips, but there's still so much room for it to move up. Now it's pushing. Look at how it's pushing over here. Oh, look at this. We're 38, 40 pips. 40 pips. We're still going up. What did I say? That range is getting filled either to now or later. It doesn't matter when, but that range is getting filled. But you see now the signal came in now. The signal came in now. That was a shotgun entry right over there. The signal came in. Now. When the candlestick pushed up, that created a variable in the market that has changed something that can result to that next result, which is a profitable trade because of the probability of that variable shift. Just the same way, if we can count cards on this table, we can see that variable shift, and then we can have that same result like this, that we can make some money. You know, it's like, it's the same thing. It just matters like if you have the skill. You know, a lot of you think you're going to be profitable without actually having education. It's not going to work. You're just going to be as good as any of us here sitting at the blackjack table, just hoping to get a good win streak. That's all that you're doing without education. You know, sometimes you're going to win, sometimes you're going to lose, but in the end, you're going to lose more. That's what we're all doing. You see, Kevja, Architect, me, and Elite. Some of you, and Crack, some of you are treating trading like you were sitting at a blackjack table like this. And you see what happens? You just go nowhere. I'm back down below 20K here. 18K, back down below. Man, but amazing, man. Look at this. Range is getting filled. The range is getting filled. Did anybody take this trade? Anybody in the chat take this trade? Josh did. Alrighty. TP got smashed. See what we can do here. Got 12 against a 10. Yeah, we gotta have to hit. Wait, what happened? I think the timer ran out. Man, beautiful. Really nice push. 60 pips. 60 pips. Now we should be seeing 48.83 over here being met. Made some 20 pips. Awesome. Took the trade from 53 to TP was 30. I took it off the 1 minute. What happened to the 1 minute? Was there a break? Oh no, the break came in quite early though. The 1 minute entry confirmation was all the way down over here. You're still having you see, if you've got on the TFX indicator, daily bias is still bullish. So you're going to have a better probability that if you take a buy position, that it's going to be a winning trade. Correct? Yeah, so that came in earlier. That came in earlier. And then the follow through happened here at resistance when candlestick closed above. Broke that previous highs. I think this is the previous wick right here would be the safest entry. And then for us to continue to move up bullish. That's it. That's all that was. So, you know, we did not get price break below support to come down. We did not see the 15-minute support here being retested. And that was all speculation. So you see, this is the difference when you speculate and just react from what the market is giving you. Because a lot of the time, you're going to see a lot of these traders that love to speculate. So they're going to speculate something like this. They're going to put like an entry like this. And then they're going to speculate that price should come down like this. You know, it's much harder for you to speculate that than it is for you to react to what's currently happening at the moment that you can take a trade. It's much harder to do this. Because you got to be right like twice, in a sense. You got to be right about your trade, and then you got to be right about the direction that price is going to go. You know, but that's the thing about being trading. You don't have to be right to make money. So whenever you trade like that, or you got strategies like that, you got to be right twice about the overall market direction and your trade. Here, you don't have to be right. You know, even that little small breakout situation that we had happen here, push about like 20 pips, close to about 20 pips and then reversed. You don't have to be right to make some money there. A lot of you are trying to be right. You know, you're going to lose a lot of money trying to be right. You just got to execute based off what the market is telling you that you got to do. Then you're going to save yourself a lot of trouble. I got trouble on my mind. So much trouble on my mind. I got trouble. I'm coming back into the gulag, guys. Slowly but surely here. Woods is on his last 500 bucks. This has been a very, very difficult game. And you see, now we're seeing profit taking. A little profit taking over here from that move. You guys see the difference between being right and making money. So you take a break over here, price moves up 60 pips, make some money. If you wanted to come all the way towards that resistance, now you got to see with the uncertainty whether the next candlesticks can keep pushing up there now. But that should be our target anyway. That should be where we're heading towards. In any case. All right, boys, I'm going big over here. 5K, let's go. Blackjack, come on now. 18 against a 6? Ooh. Yeah, I think we gotta stand on this one. The table's trying to bait me in. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Counting cards, counting cards, counting cards. We're back up to that 20 mark. You know, like these online casino websites, they make so much money because they're like a broker, correct? You know how brokers sometimes when you're about to secure your TP, it's milliseconds where it can pull down and then take some money away from you. It happens in like milliseconds. So they're like brokers, online casinos, because they got ways to, oh, dude, why did I hit? Man, I wasn't thinking. Why did I hit? That was so stupid. I hit a 20 against a 9. Man, I wasn't thinking I wanted to stand over there. Imagine I got an ace. That's okay. Only 1,500. Only 1,500. No big deal. I did collected partials at 75, full TP at 84, move SL to entry. Nice. Yeah, now we've created, you see what happened over here was now the same thing that's happening over here. We've created a new resistance. Now price needs to break above this resistance here to keep moving bullish by 48.75. So it's like we're building a structure. We're building foundation for price to keep pushing. Now you gotta wait again. And this range is going to be around 70 pips towards like 48.83. Yeah, we should respect this break and retest, respect this structure, and then continue moving up. Remember, drink more water, chat. Architect just blew the account. Keep blowing the account, man. You just keep blowing the account. Let's go 5,000. Brother, who keeps giving you the $100? You blow all that account, you keep coming back with $100. You have to keep redepositing. Alright, let's stand. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. 5K, 5K, yes! Damn, these 5K bets have been paying off. 24K, can we get to 30K? $15-minute has clean structure. Yeah, 15 minutes is good. The 1 hour looks like a Wickfill situation, but you can see clearly if you remove all the chart work and just look at the naked charts, you can see clearly this thing is just trying to push. Let's create a support, retested once, retesting again. Like, just imagine the people who got in buys during Asia though. I mean, because they got a chance to maximize their profits, correct? Because they have no risk at this point. It's just all going to be bonus profit. Because from this point onwards, it can be very tricky to get that running trade because prices still need to set up. You know, that's why sometimes you're going to see the New York session, it whiplashes a lot like this before it actually starts to move up bullish. So then it'll just come down primarily due to timing and your understanding of that specific time that you're trading the markets, whereas you're expecting it to move. Just the same way I'm trading pre-London. Most of the time my pre-London trades, I'm already expecting to be running trades. They're going to have higher chances of just being running trades towards London. But because of the amount of exuberance we have nowadays, we're seeing the moves already happen during the Asia session. So I'm not getting much of that like meat of the move. So we're still getting moves towards the end, but we're not getting like the full meat of the move. So it just comes down to your understanding of how that, oh, nice, I got 20 over here. How that a New York session operates. You know, you have to master that time. From my understanding of NY, pre-NY, we get some pretty nice moves. But when the NY opens, I think it's usually around like 1 hour, within the first hour into NY, that you're going to know or get a better chance of having a trade that goes into profit for the rest of the day. Or like higher chance that it continues to run in that direction. Oh, damn. I got a 20 and a 13. Oh, man. Bust on one. Got a stand on this one. So close. You got to see it time and time again. So look at this, right? If we go on to, say, kill zones, this is the 1 hour. So you see from the New York session open here, from 8 a.m. to, what's it, you know, the first hour, you start to get a little bit more of that direction. Right, so you can see these lows, for example, were respected. So this could have been that liquidity grab from the NY to give you a chance at a potential move up. But, you know, again, at this point, even surviving this pullback here would have been another issue. See, it comes down to take you out properly. It retests that zone again before it moves up. So I guess it will help your probability, though, if you understand that NY open fake out before the move. Because sometimes you can get a really nice entry. See, like here, NY session sold off within that first hour. And then after that first hour, we should be seeing the pull-ups. Ideally. Alright, so NY session sold off. Boom, boom, boom. Maybe you'd have thought this would have been the pull-up. But it did actually contribute to a really big move. But it's quite difficult. That's why you don't want to be right all the time. You want to make money because that's 230 pips anyway. You know, what would you be doing trying to catch like the whole daily candle in any case? But you're still putting yourself in a position to catch a lot of pips nonetheless. That was like 200 pips. This move from the NY open, let's say like around here, let's just say roughly like 54 pips. Lower volume on this day as well. This one a lot more after that NY open, a little bit of a fake out situation. This one rallied up, let's just say roughly 200 to 300 pips. Then like similar situation is going to happen today as well. You're going to see notice the NY session is going to do like a little fakey. You're going to see what support levels it might be breaking or trying to fake below. And then you'll see if you get entry confirmations, probability for now your trade to be a running trade, and which is a good one because you got the fake out. You got the fake out. Potentially you got the fake out. So that how it operates. You know, with pre-London, it's more like this. If price is moving up, you're just trying to get it. With New York session, it's more like you're looking for the fake out, right? So you can get this. So that's the difference in terms of the way the structure would look. So you have to really understand these times, the different times how market operates. And with the London session, London session is quite interesting because we get both. London session, we get both of these most of the time. That's how I perceive the London. That's how we took our trade on, I think it was on yesterday. Yeah, I think that's how we took the trade yesterday. We got that fake out and then we got the move up. Sheesh, man. Double bust. Of course the dealer gets a perfect 20. I don't understand like how the casinos always do this. And it's also probability because we play first. We play first. So the dealer gets the upper hand. He gets to choose how he wants to do it. Right? So he gets to be more risky. If he sees that we have really good cards, then you know, then he can take the risk. We can't take the risk. Because we gotta play first. The dealer is counting cards for sure. See, now price is coming back into the gulag here. Hey, we got Luke on the table. Let's go, Luke. Damn, y'all are struggling. Y'all really struggling to get to that 10k mark. Yeah, it's an uphill battle. Man, especially psychology game right now. With the dealer having so many good cards. It's an uphill battle. Hey, Yorkshire finest trader. Welcome, welcome. We got another Josh. Josh in the chat. This market's chopping you up. See, it's filled this range. It's filled around should be like 60, close to 65% of the range. Let's go. Sheesh, man, getting the 30k. EU prepares to act over Greenland. EU chief says as Trump heads to Davos 5 minutes ago. EU prepares to act over Greenland. Pay attention to what Trump is going to say today. Whatever that man is going to say today is most likely going to push price of gold bullish. Because, you know, Trump is a guy who's always wanting to say something for effect. Right? He loves to say things for effect. Yeah, so most likely he's gonna say some really good. Let's see, Trump acquiring Greenland before 2027. How much would we make if we take this bet? Oh, it's already at 100%, I think. Or no, 1 to 5 risk to reward. I think that's a 1 to 5.2 risk to reward. Watch the dealer get blackjack. Watch this nonsense over here. I'm pretty sure it's gonna get blackjack. I got a 20. Oh, 15? 12? 20. Oh, man. Look at that. How is he always getting so lucky over there? Game is rigged. The only edge that we have in this game is our ability to bet more on a potentially good hand. But that's going to be like 50-50. Trump's ex-Greenland deal signed by March 31st. Who will Trump nominate as Fed chair? Kevin Warsh. That's 47%. Risk to reward on this is a 1 to 2. I think it is. Let's see. Kevin Warsh. This would be the next Fed chair potentially. I wish it was a guy with white hair. Gonna miss Powell. Yeah, so Kevin Warsh is potentially gonna be, you know, we're gonna have memes about this guy now. We're gonna see all those memes and everything is gonna be like Kevin Warsh now. Potentially Kevin Warsh. Wow, dealer guts 19. Just above me and crack. And pushing architect. Trump out as president by March 31st. Man, probability on this pretty good. Look at this, man. $100 you can make $3,000. If you invest, this is not investment advice, man. If you invest $1,000, that's $26,000. But the chance that he becomes, he's out as president by March 31st. I don't know about that. Pretty low probability. Which countries will Donald Trump visit in 2026? Where will Trump and Putin meet next? Probably Greenland. Will Trump try to fire Powell by January 31st? I don't think so. Yeah, it's about like 1%. Hey, tall trader. Good morning. Good morning. Belated good morning. Oh, nice deal of bus over here. Will Trump recognize Somaliland by 2027? Will the US acquire part of Greenland in 2026? 1-4 risk reward. $21. Will you do something for me? That's a 21 against a 7. A pretty good double though. Gonna win this hand here. Yeah, we got a private casino here. You should come join us. Look at this. Road to 30K over here. Should win $4,000 on this move. Oh, bust. Oh, yes. Let's go. Let's go. We're so close to 30K. Man, that's the thing about gambling. It takes so long. It takes so long. You're gonna go back down, then gonna go back up really big, and then back down, then back up really big. It'd be nice if I could get like a blackjack. I don't think I got a blackjack yet. Like get a pretty good payout there. Yeah, you gotta go all in at some point. You gotta take a big bet. And you see price coming back into the gulag. Watch the dealer get blackjack. On this game, I feel like I fell in Diddy's pool. When it's full of oil, no matter how I try to climb up, I slip back down. Silver price action is perfect today. Need a special to get me out of the shit. A VIX special. Got a bit big here. 15. Got an ace. 515. Doesn't really make sense. Even if I get a 10, I'll just be back at 15, right? So stand on the 3. Who will Trump shake hands with at Davos? What the hell? Will anybody audibly fart during Trump's WEF 2026 speech? Hey, that's some insider trading right here. Like, imagine if somebody can find themselves inside that room based off their job, you know? Imagine a journalist who works and is supposed to be there today. He just puts his bet here and then he gotta make some money. Or if he sees the bet, he's gonna make some money. He's gonna just make a loud fart sound. A large fart. Look at this. If the journalist knew this and he put $100 and made a large fart sound, he would make $2,000. But since he's doing insider trading and he's gonna be there, he can risk more, you know? He can risk $1,000 and make $7,000. Imagine that, man. Journalists will just go and make a fart sound and make an easy 1 to 7 risk to reward, almost a 1 to 8. Simple. It's like, have you watched that show, Who Wants to Become a Millionaire? Man, some guys rigged that show. You know what they did? Every time there was a correct answer, somebody in the audience would cough. So he would give the options, right? He'd go through A, B, C, D, and he would read through all of them. And every time he'd get on one, he would hear his partner in the audience cough. And then he would choose the right answer. Then, you know, they went through back the recordings and literally every time they heard a cough, it was the right answer. But they still deny up to this day that they actually cheated. But that's how this one guy won the Next Millionaire, or that game show talk host, you know, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. So, you know, we got a similar situation here. Who wants to be a Polymarket's millionaire? If you invest, let's say 100,000, how much can you invest? No, you can't invest 1 million. Yeah, the risk reward goes down the higher up you go in risk. But don't they got like noise cancellation? It's gonna say hell 5+ times. It's gonna say nuclear / Iran 4+ times. American Dream. Ass woke. Affordability. Friend of mine. Maduro. Intel, Nvidia. Make Iran great again. Oh, I think he said that once before. Talk about crypto Bitcoin at 14%. Is it frozen or is it just me? Yeah, sometimes it freezes. The dealer is still thinking. It happened already once. He's gonna stop. He's gonna start again in a bit. I think he's just thinking here. He's keeping us on the ropes, you know. He's got like an ace, so if he gets a 10, he gets a blackjack. And I'm at a 20. So it's keeping us all at a rope over here. But it should move in the next like maybe 3 minutes or some. Like 3 minutes. That's the thing about these Discord games. Sometimes they do that. Wife Boeing. What will Trump most likely say? Crypto? You think he's gonna talk about crypto? It's the one with the best risk reward here. No, actually, make Iran great is. Make Iran great. But I doubt he's gonna say that again. One to three. But this is a good one though. Will the tariffs take effect by January 1st, February 1st? This is a pretty good one because there's a good chance they will, and it's a 1 to 4. This is still a typical tactic used in Trump's dealings. Guys, he did that with China already. Then they got into that tit for tat situation last year where they kept increasing tariffs on each other. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him like take that route again here with the EU. You know, because he's threatening to put 10% tariff on 8 European countries, and the way they're gonna retaliate is also by stop doing deals with the US. Stop doing deals with the US. So it might get them in a tit for tat like what we saw with China. And all that means is that we're gonna make more money. That's all that means, because gold is gonna be moving up again. So I think it's gonna be pretty good for us traders over here. You know, because we trade based off market dynamics. You know, we like to trade. We don't trade just based off FVGs. You know, like an FVG and technical analysis can only give you so much of an edge. You gotta see like what's the broader picture. What's price currently doing? Based off that broader picture, are we ranging? Are we still seeing pushes such as these in the market? If we're still seeing pushes, amazing. If we're ranging, and even if the macroeconomic environment is good and we're still doing this, then there's nothing we can do about that. So we have to use both of those and all of that in confluence. And currently right now we are seeing a lot of pushes. We're seeing key levels like these getting broken, highs getting broken, pretty decent moves in the market. So I think it's pretty good. It's 5 a.m. Eastern, so we definitely have time towards 8:30. 8:30 as well. But remember, this range still needs to get filled. We've already filled some of it, but we still got about how many more pips over here to fill? Like about 71 more pips. And with these swings are also creating really nice running opportunities. Yeah, like swings down and then get a buy confirmation down here for potential runner towards this region. Because the candlesticks today are really big. It's like 130 pip range towards 48.76 over there. Really big candles. Man, I was just trying to get to like 30k here. Looks like the dealer doesn't want me to get a 30k. I can't crack this. I'm at 23k. I'm like 3,000 above 20, which was my previous milestone. But I'm pretty sure I could win this hand. Dealer needs to freaking play. I don't know why it says I'm betting $5. Lagging. Here, was there any breakout? No, no breakouts. No breakouts here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, dealer got 18. How much you get? Why $5? Thought I bet more than that. What is this? This game is stealing my money. They got a tall trader in the house. This game's taking my money. That was supposed to be a W hand. Got any psychological marks? Not really. We're trading by 48.66. We don't really have any psychological marks. Maybe the closest one I can think of is 48.60. But even that just doesn't really make sense. $48.60. No, gotta remove this line here. Candlestick here would have to come down, create a resistance, and for that next candlestick to try and re-break these highs to continue to move up to fill this range. It's about like 130 pip range. $130. Oh no, sorry, 90 pip range. This move was pretty good. About 70 pips. No sells. Like the sells don't look as clean because you have multiple supports within that area. So that's not looking too juicy. I got an 18. Yeah, you got support here and you have support here. Not really looking as appetizing as if price instead created the resistance here for us to move up here. Getting whips. Everybody just got a whip. Alright, 5,000 bet. Let's go. Get us back up here. Give me a blackjack. How does no one on the table get a blackjack? Only the dealer gets a blackjack. How does a dealer only get a blackjack? 22 minutes for candle here to close. Oh. Wow, I think I might lose this hand. It's a pretty good probability here. Oh, you got a blackjack earlier, but the dealer got the same time. Classic. Did the game freeze? Oh no. Nice. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try one more trade today. Nice, we got a 87 sleep score. Nice work getting to bed on time. Even with a little sleep, you still scored 87%. I went to bed pretty late. I'm not sure how I got 87. But you know what's really good? What's really good to help you fall asleep at night? You gotta take these valerian pills. You get valerian pills, or you can take the drops if you want. I definitely had a beginner luck. At the start, I got 12k, then lost it all. The game's kind of frozen again. Yeah, I take like a valerian and man, you're gonna fall asleep pretty nice. It's like loods, you know? Loods from Wolf of Wall Street. If you take a lot of them, they could probably have the same effect as a lood. They don't sell loods anymore. You can't get loods. Wouldn't recommend it though. But a... I don't know. I don't want to know my outcome here. 5K, 13 against an 8. Gotta hit against the 8. Easily bust. Took a fat W today. Just finished my hair. Banger chest day. Perfect rest. Today's great. Nice. I got a gym tomorrow. Today's still my rest day. Candlestick close created resistance. So now we got resistance here by 40. This is 48.66. 48.66. We got clean range here about, 89, 90 pips. 90 pips clean range. About 90 pips. What are you hitting tomorrow? Just upper body. I think tomorrow just overall upper body, yeah. That's overall upper body. Let me see. What am I? This is tomorrow. I think this should be tomorrow's. Right here. Yeah, so this is what I'm hitting tomorrow. This is what we'll be hitting tomorrow. So I'll start with a proper compound here, which is pull-ups, because that's the hardest. So I start with it first, and then secondly we got to do triceps at I think this what, a 30 degree incline. This is 30 or 40. I can't remember. 30 or 45. Anyway, one of those. Got it written down somewhere. Then we got this. We got this. I think there's a 30 degree incline. It's probably the same. It's an incline dumbbell curls. Then we got this. No, this. And then we got this. And all I gotta do is show up and do 4 sets of this, 4 sets of everything. 4 set, 4 set, 4 set. And try to get at least to 12 reps. That's all that I gotta do. And then consistently do this. So I got this on, let's say, like a Monday. And then on a Thursday, we're gonna do something else on a Thursday, so we don't fatigue too much on those exercises. And then on a Thursday, we're going to do this one. This one we'll do on a Thursday. Again, start with the pull-ups. Always gotta get those pull-ups in. I can do about like 15 pull-ups. 15 pull-ups to start, and then the numbers go down as you get more sets. And we gotta get lateral raises. We got bench press. We got this dumbbell curls, and you get this. Working on that tricep again. Really like working on triceps. And then we got this right over here. Barbell row. And then I just back and forth between these two, like 2 times a week. 2 times a week. If I can do this 2 times a week consistently, Monday and Thursday, that's it. That's it. These are the exercises which I found scientifically are the best to do to build those muscles. Based off the information that's out there. Correct? These are all the scientific. I don't like playing around with machines. Like gyms have so many machines. They have a lot of noise. They're like, when you're learning so many different things in trading, there's a lot of noise. So you kind of just refine it down to what's the most efficient and what works with the overall workout. You notice most of this is also compound movements. It's not a lot of isolation. So you're really gonna build that growth. Yeah, that's it. I love leg day. There's no leg day here. I love it because it's the hardest. No leg day here. It's just this. Boom, 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 boom. Then you're gonna build some muscles. I've only been doing this not for so long, but I think we're getting somewhere. Look at this. I think we're getting somewhere. This is definitely something. Definitely something in there, you know? I mean, the guy who's been training for 10 years, my neighbor, that guy is big, and he looked at me and he's like, hey, man, do you gym? I'm like, wow, you notice? Thank you. Because this guy is really big. Really big. 10 years? Man, how are you going to compete with 10 years? You know, unless you're taking testosterone or steroids and that sort of thing. But, yeah, why would you even take that? You know, you can't take that stuff. Yeah, this is a trade this morning over here. You see, we got the Trump dance. We got Trump dance. Giving us volume. Little Trump dance, Trump dance, Trump dance. Do 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 do. Yeah, so keep an eye out on this resistance here, because I think this is going to be the next point. You see, it's a good thing that it's actually even setting up now, that it's not rushing too much, because we should be able to again have the same reaction. You know, when volume starts to come in, like volume, you'll see what I mean. Like when candles start to move like with volume like this, you get more direction, correct? You can see with this candle, it broke these little accumulation area down over here and then started skyrocketing up. You see right now it's still kind of quiet. You're not really noticing candlesticks moving in any particular direction, but like once the volume starts to kick in again, you're gonna know. And now we're trading within a nice little range over here. It's quite a nice little discrete range from here to here. I think the game froze. The game's not working anymore. Yeah, this time, look, I bet $5,000. This is quite funny. I think I broke the game by betting more. I bet $5,000 and now it froze. And the dealer has an 8 against a 13. Worst time to freeze for the dealer. Unless he was probably going to lose that hand. And the computer got confused and he was like, damn, this guy bet more. But I was expecting to lose this next one. Now it doesn't work anymore. But GG's, guys. GG's. Good game, good game. Looks like I'm just going to have to take the 20. I'm going to take the 20 here. The 20 and we're going to run. That's 2025, I think. I'm going to take the 2025 and I'm going to run. GG's, guys. GG's. Good game. Let's go. We got to get air horn. That was definitely like getting out of a Diddy pool. Awesome. KV's got some buys here. Looking at gold longs. Let's go, Goldie.
I see like 3-4 niggas running through the crib. All black, mask on, running through the crib and shit. One nigga run to the front door. I hop out, I start shooting. Bow, bow,
I remember
bow,
this.
Bow. Shot the nigga. Bow, shot his ass.
This guy was like literally incriminating himself.
All the niggas run out the door. They run out the door. This nigga on the floor.
That rapper literally incriminated himself.
The oil that has been seized. The United States seized 1.9
But I guess he was within the
billion
laws
barrels of oil
to shoot, you know, because his house got broken into.
on December 10th.
Stole that shit. That's what I do, nigga. Fuck, nigga, I stole that shit. Nigga, I talk facts. What deny? What, nigga? Give me that, nigga. I don't know what to do.
6ix9ine. Isn't 6ix9ine supposed to be in jail? He should be heading back to jail. Apparently 6ix9ine is going to become a streamer. When he gets out of jail, he says he wants to become a live streamer. Hey, I'm $38 shy of hitting my 10k prop firm account with 1k profit target with 0 losses. Thanks to your stream and guidance, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. You're gonna hit that mark, especially when price is moving the way it's moving right now on days like this, when there's a lot of bullish exuberance. Yeah, thank you, I appreciate it. Let's see, what should we do over here? What emoji should we do? Nike. Let's give him the cooking. Because man's cooking. He's $38 shy of hitting his $10,000 prop firm account with a 1k profit target. 0 losses. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, chat. But I think this is gonna be the thing that would give or yield a really good result here is if we break above 48.66. Just give me a second here. Awesome. It's been a while since we played a game on Discord.
Please cut Vic's internet.
How did you do this?
Please cut Vic's internet. Making too much money on forex.
AW Pixverse.ai. Bad. Don't miss this gem.
Please cut Vic's internet. Making too much money forex. Please cut Vic's internet.
Bro, if Trump ever said that, I would literally drop dead. I think I would have a heart attack. Like, imagine just randomly getting a message from Trump like this. It mentions your name.
Please cut Vic's internet.
Holy. That would be wild. That would be wild. Apparently, Trump is like a kid. If you watch Joe Rogan's podcast, he says the way Trump texts, he texts kind of like you know the way Trump texts, like he likes to put some certain words into capital letters and other words in small letters. Really like texts like a kid. Like just it's normal, you know. People look at him as a world leader, president, but you know, Trump's somebody's grandfather, Trump's somebody's father, uncle, whatever. Yeah, I mean, I can see it as well. This guy, at the end of the day, that's his character, right? That's his character, which is quite nice because it's what you see is what you get, correct? It's not like these other politicians who you never know what you're getting. It's just snakes in the grass, all of them. But yeah, you gotta wait. You gotta wait for price here. You gotta wait for price to break. Now we're ranging. I got range. Nice little accumulation, actually. There's a very nice accumulation. We got actually two accumulations. You got one right here, and you got one here. Boom, boom. First entry potentially gonna come in here. And then second entry above 48.67. Yeah, volume should be kicking back in again. That's the thing about gold. You know the way gold is moving in this specific time that we're trading. It's when it starts to move, it moves. You know, like right here. Look at these cells. Like when it starts to move, it moves, right? Like look at these buys. When it starts to move, it really moves. But when it's not moving, it's obviously just setting up for that next round of distribution, for that next round of payouts. Because the market's not always gonna fluctuate like crazy, right? This is really good. Whenever, especially in a situation like this, whenever it kind of bottoms out like this and lays down a bit flat, then it's getting ready. It's getting ready at that point. Like this, because now we're having structure here. And I still think a buy would still be the safest. Although you can see like some sells playing out, but I still think the buys or the daily buys would be the best bet. I nearly took a sell this morning. I was so tempted to take a sell this morning. Where was I even? I was so tempted to take a sell this morning. I would have been faked out. Would I have made profit? I think I would have been faked out. Yeah, the break of these lows. I was thinking, okay, you know, your price is like moving up 2%. Maybe we can get like a sell over here because we're due for some kind of a retracement. Price did actually end up breaking it. It did actually play out. Wait, no, I would have won that trade. It moved like 28, 29 pips. Yeah, I would have won this trade. Because, okay, so this was the idea that we had a breakout from this region. You got resistance and support, right? And then as prices to break these lows, we're going to take a sell. So what happened is like price broke the lows. It pushed down nicely, pulled back up, and then pushed down again. Oh, we would have caught it, but still, I think the buys are a lot better. The buys still played out a lot better. It's accumulating. It's getting ready for the next best. Best of volume. It's about to be coming in. Think after the meeting in Davos, the gold is going to drop hard. You think it's going to drop? I think it's going to fly. Why would it drop? You know, because Trump has gone all in. You know, he's doubled down on this Greenland situation. He's doubled down. So what's the probability that he backs off now? You know, trading's all about like from a point of information, you know. It's also a skill to do that, because I remember in the first year of trading, I used to have this habit of always trying to do the opposite. Forex Factory would say, oh, price is going up. I would be looking for a reason why it should actually sell. But you should go with the sentiments. Never go against the sentiments, man. If Trump is doubling down, then it's a higher chance when that Davos meeting comes around, he's going to keep on that same path. You know what I mean? He's going to keep on that same path. So I think price should go up. Because you'd rather be wrong in a situation like that and say, okay, you know what, this made sense. The sentiment and everything, it made sense. Then be wrong in a situation where you know you are doing the opposite. Just like the way I was going to take that sell this morning, it worked out, but I knew I was doing the opposite. So would I have felt good if it worked out? No, I felt lucky. I would have just felt lucky if it worked out. A lot of you just feel lucky your trades are working out sometimes. You know, but we're trying to remove that luck out of our vocabulary. We don't want to get lucky. Why do you want to get lucky? Why? Would you rather be confident? Would you rather be sure? Make money and do that in a way that's not going to subconsciously affect you? Because when you're getting lucky, you're only proving to your subconscious that you can't trust yourself. When you do stuff like that. When you do dumb shit, you don't know it, but you're just doing that to your subconscious. You're teaching your subconscious that you can't trust yourself. That's what you're doing. So yeah, that's why we don't like that word here. We don't like luck. We don't get lucky. We make our own luck simple. If there's no setup, there's no trade. Right? There's no setup, there's no trade. We don't want to get lucky. None of these trades were lucky trades. That's why I post before and after pictures. That's why I show you the signal, the timestamp, the before and after, the TFX concepts, the WAP database. On the WAP database, we have labeled charts. I've labeled these charts for you. You can cross-reference the labeled charts with the signals I'm sending you at the times I'm sending you them. All this information is there. You know, it's all there. Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. Because come on, you can't complain about what you don't have from the work you haven't put in. Paying is one thing. Putting in the work is a different thing. That's why they say the dream is free and the hustle is sold separately. Because you can buy the shoes, you can buy the gym outfit, you can buy the gym membership, you can buy the trainer, you can have all of those things. But if you're not actually putting the work in the gym, you're not going to get the result. That's the same thing people think, you know, with trading. They're going to like deposit an amount, they're going to pay for a course, they're not going to put any work in, and they want the same result like you're paying for a gym membership, because now you've paid for it, you feel that you deserve something. It doesn't work like that. It's just tough love. He's going to war with NATO countries, so he's not backing off. Price is going up 99% sure. The only change is Trump's changing his mind. That I don't see it. Yeah, at this point we don't see it. He is not. He's most likely not going to. But you know, the thing about the market though is nothing is ever 100%, correct? It's never 100%. So that's why you always have to manage your risk. Because this is the name of the game. There's risk management. Even when you're counting cards, it's never 100% with counting cards. There can still be a losing hand on the deck. But let me tell you one thing for sure though. Trading is a lot more predictable than chess. You know, chess has more moves in chess than there are atoms in our observable universe. That by the time you're playing your 7th move, there's around maybe 5 million more moves that can be made. That's how crazy chess is. It has so many options. I think it's 10 to the power of 120. And our observable universe atoms is 10 to the power of maybe 70. So there's a huge difference. You know, it's much more harder to become a chess champion than it is to become a profitable trader. Yes, trading is difficult, but it doesn't have as many moves as chess. And that's what helps you become more consistent. It's because the market, you're not playing chess with the market. The market's always going to show you a certain move, and that move is going to have a certain outcome. And that's it. It's just a sample size of that situation and just the market context of that. It's not as random as what a chess game could turn out to be. Correct? So I think a lot of the time we try and like overcomplicate trading with a lot of these like rocket science that we're trying to make it look like chess. But it's not. It's all just about consistency. Like you see this same move? Man, this same move, I've been taking this same move over here for the past, I'm going into my 6th year of trading. So for the past 5 years, I've been taking this same move. You can go on my Instagram channel, go watch my highlights, look at the dates. Look at the dates, and you're going to see I've been taking this same move for the past 5 years and been making money off that same move. Correct? Because the market only moves in 3 directions. It's not chess. You're never going to see the market do a Fibonacci spiral on you. You see, you're never going to see the market do all of a sudden a move like this. Then you're like, oh, what is this? What am I going to do? It's never going to do that. It's never going to do this. It's only ever going to move bearish, sideways, and bullish. That's it. That's it. Only when you're going to learn a lot, you're going to overcomplicate these movements. But yeah, this is setting up really, really nice right now. I'm in a gold buys, moved my SL, and now I'm in deeper drawdown. I feel horrible. Oh, you're in a gold buy. Where did you take the buy? Because I think buys are now just setting up. If it breaks above 48.64, then you should see your buys play out. Let's see. So after 4 full moves, there are approximately 197,281 total potential possible game positions. Let's see. After 7 moves, there are approximately 3.2 billion distinct positions, and another slightly different figure around 3.19 billion unique board states. Insane. Man, chess is one insane game that has ever been invented by the human race. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Hats off to people who really dig into learning about chess, because this is something that you will always be forever a student. Always. Even the greatest chess players, they're going to find themselves in unpredictable, very unpredictable situations. Whereas in trading, we never really find ourselves in anything unpredictable because we've already seen it all. Especially once you have like a couple of market cycles under your belt, at least 2, you've kind of already seen it all. There's nothing new. I've experienced COVID. I'm experiencing Trump right now, and it's relatively in context the same thing. Russia-Ukraine war, the same type of volume that we were getting, it's relatively the same. It's just the macro that's surrounding it is different, but it's just the same. So I think, you know, it's pretty nice over here. Pretty sure Magnus knows 60% of those moves. Yeah, Magnus would be like the guy with the stones. Hey, what's his name? That character, Marvel character. Infinity Stones. What's his name, chat? This dude. That would be Magnus. But his Thanos, yeah, but Magnus has been losing games. The last time I saw Magnus, he was losing. He apparently lost the game and pushed cameraman. When was this? Wasn't this recently over here? This was 3 weeks ago. The complete story of why Magnus Carlsen pushed the camera after his loss to Artev Meev. This was 3 weeks ago. So surely this guy is not Magnus. I mean Thanos. How can he be Thanos? Look at him. Maybe he lost a stone. That's probably why. And his psychology is playing on him since that really bad loss that he took, where he really messed up badly. Maybe that's still playing on him. It's like trading, you know. Sometimes in trading, you find yourself in these really bad losing streaks, which kind of give you some kind of emotional damage. And that emotional damage can actually transfer into later states in your journey, whereby you get like some flashbacks, some PTSD from a time that you experienced something in the market. You know, that's why for me, I try and avoid this as much as possible. And I stick to taking 1 to 2, 3 trades maximum. Because if you're going to make 3 emotional decisions a day, you can manage those emotions better. If you're going to take 5 trades, how are you going to take 5 emotional decisions? You're going to exhaust yourself. You know, even one trade can be emotionally draining. You know, if you put in drawdown for a long time before it plays out, even one trade can be emotionally draining. How are you going to take 5 of those? You know, you can't. You can't. You're going to burn out. A lot of traders burn out. But look at this. This is setting up beautifully over here. It's about to break above. This is going to be 48.64. 48.64. We're about to see volume start to kick back in here soon. And then maybe potentially price can close above 48.66 to continue. You know, the beautiful thing about this trade here, it has a really nice running opportunity, right? So if it breaks above these highs to continue to move up bullish, the idea is fine. It's going to move up towards the next resistance point, maybe like 22 pips away. But then we're looking for this section here to get broken. And if you're already in a trade, stuck in a trade, price starts to move up, then you have this whole range here to capitalize up towards 48.75. We're gonna do a I'm gonna do a simulation this Sunday in the mentorship. So yeah, I think this time I really gotta make sure we're gonna have that on Sunday, potentially on a Sunday, and we're gonna do some back testing here again. We're gonna do some simulations. But this is what we're expecting of this this specific region here. Break above that wick, retest that high, and then continue to move up bullish. That's going to be the game plan. That's what we got to do. Because this week, Trump is talking and price is moving. Let's see next week. What do we have next week? Next week we have nothing. Oh, FOMC statement next week. Man, I even forgot about the FOMC. We have FOMC in 7 days. And we're expecting no change on the rate decisions for FOMC next week. Man, we got FOMC as well. Sheesh. It's gonna be a good January over here. Man, I think this is gonna be the first month I can crack 50. I bet you I could crack 50. 50%. I bet you I could crack 50%. We have FOMC next week. But up until FOMC, we have a catalyst of Greenland and Trump and Twitter and what he tweets about Greenland. Up until FOMC, we're gonna have that volume come into the market, because you know, like trading is also about volume, right? It doesn't matter how good your strategy is, but if there's no volume, there's a higher chance you're gonna get losing trades. So yeah, trading is also predominantly about volume. You see, like if there's no volume, you can't play out. Like, see, this is a trade that I took yesterday. This is the one that we took on stream. This is the one that faked me out. There was no volume during this time, but in overall context of the market, there was still plenty of volume. So that allowed me to take my third trade, and in my third trade, I could secure something of significance because there's volume overall in overall market context. But you see, when there's no volume, this is typically what happens. You get like fake outs, you get whips, that sort of thing. So up until FOMC next week, we're going to have volume. Trump's going to be doing his thing, and up until FOMC, we're going to also have volume. So I think it's going to be pretty good here. The worst part of a trader is when there's no volume. Like, trust me, chat. Like, look at this. It's breaking. You see what I mean? Oh, it's already breaking here. It's already breaking. It's already distributing. See, now volume is starting to kick in. So this is what we want to see. You see, when candles start moving like this, that only increases the probability of a winning trade. So we want to see volume start to kick in. That's what we want to see. Correct? And you see it starting here. Like, this is the beginning. A candle opened up with no bottom wick. But this is the beginning phase over here to when we can potentially now see that distribution. That kind of like a follow through. %51%. I want 51% month. Yeah, 51%. Yeah, 5:41. It's 5:41 a.m. It would be nice to see it play out. I'm waiting for my super secret TFX time. Ground news article. Trump says Iran would be wiped off the face of the earth if something happens to him. No, facts. If something happens to Trump, it's World War III. Come on, Goldie, fly. We believe in you. Fly, Goldie. Fly. You don't need no bottom wick. Bottom wicks are for pussies. Come on, let's go, Goldie. Get through 48.66. Let's skyrocket through 48.66 and make our way up here towards 48.76. How much did it do on the break though? These candlesticks are pretty big. Oh wow, like, okay. Yeah, it's a pretty big break. Let's see. From here to here. What about 9.5, huh? The spread, 1 pip spread, 8.5.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Hey, where's the chat today? I don't see much of the chat, just the usual suspects. The rest of the chat's not chatting. Where's the rest of the chat? 200 people in here. Some of you probably never left a message before. Just quietly watching. Watching and trying to think, what is this guy doing? What is he gonna do next? Is this all a fugazi? Is he profitable? Something I can learn from him? Gotta wait and see. Gotta keep monitoring this guy. I'm not gonna write anything in the chat. Just gonna keep monitoring. Man, guys have been monitoring me like so many years now. So many years you've just been monitoring. You've just been monitoring. You know, it's the same way like that lion in the wilderness who just keeps watching the gazelles go by. You just keep monitoring. No, that's all you do. You keep monitoring till the point where you just feel too comfortable that you don't do anything else but just monitor. Until a lion finally comes in and takes that gazelle. Then you're like, oh damn, he took the one I wanted. Then you trick yourself to thinking that you are actually going to do something, but you are never going to do anything. I see it all the time. People usually ask me like, hey Vic, you know, how's the mentorship, blah blah blah. I know the moment somebody asks me these questions, they're not gonna do it. It's the same way that when my girlfriend used to tell me, I'm planning on going to the gym, babe, I'll be like, thank you for telling me that. Now you've lied to yourself that you're actually going to go to the gym, because you've just given yourself a serotonin effect of actually doing it, but you're not going to do it. So you just wanted to give yourself like that little reward, that little serotonin of thinking you are going to do something, but you're never going to do it. That's not how Lion operates. Lion doesn't going to tell you he's going to the gym. You're going to see him in the gym. You know, and then you're going to be like, oh, you get started gymming over here. Nice. You know, that's the difference. That's the difference. That's the difference. Now you see prices continuing to move up over here, which it should actually move up because it's breaking. It's breaking this section here where there should be volume. Not my favorite time to trade, but there should be volume in terms of like the setup itself to push beyond 48.66 to keep moving up towards like 48.76. I've been lurking daily for just over a year. Hey, Rob, I got you, Rob. I knew there's someone who had to type after that little spiel. Yeah, I've never seen that name before. See, I got you, man. Got you out of the woods. Got you out of the woods. Some of you maybe just, you know, it's just not practical to type right now. I also understand that. I got emotional about gold. Let's see, watching in peace. Arshad, welcome, Arshad. You see, it's nice to see new names in here. I'm gonna just leave a W. Don't be shy. Just leave a W. I should be the shy one here. Moving stops to BE. Gonna roast you. People are afraid of being roasted. I tune into the stream for company while taking notes of the gems you drop. I trade a different strat and I stick to it, but I somehow use it as confluence too. All right, and it's just dubs. Nice. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. K Dewit, thank you for the dubs. Waiting for the rocket. Yeah, it should rocket up here. I don't know why it's struggling, but it should rocket up. It's already rocketed up, let's say. How much was this drawdown? Only about like 7 pip drawdown. But it's rocketed up around 20 points. No, sorry, 15. How much is that? Like 16? Just about 16. You see, we really got to get through this level. But you know, that's the whole idea. These zones are supposed to get disrespected. This is already rocketed up to break even, by the way. This is supposed to be break even. This is already supposed, so don't get too comfortable, right? Don't get too comfortable. Don't get too comfortable. It's just push it up towards my break-even mark right there. That's exactly at my break-even mark. You could still hold it, but you know, at that point, it's just up to you because risk appetite is discretionary. Right now it's 548. I'm sure by the time that 6 a.m. Eastern candlestick comes around, we should be able to have more volume to break beyond 48.66 because that's going to be the pre-New York time. If you notice something about me, I execute my trades at times where there's high volume. Pre-London, 2 hours before London Open, and pre-NY, 2 hours before NY session opens. Those are the kill zones for me. You know? The only time we take a trade maybe at like 5 a.m. Eastern is maybe if the London Open's been consolidating and there's been no setup, and that's going to be the first setup. Then that's a different situation. You break even at 16 pips or 20 pips? Like 16 pips. 16 pips BE. That's typically when I go to break even sometimes, but it depends on the situation, right? If there's gonna be a very nice clear setup, right now you are fighting against resistance, but we should freaking get through that level. We should get through that level, but usually I would go like not a hard break even, like a soft break even, just in case it just taps that area and then goes back into my direction, because sometimes the market does that. It will come, tap your area quickly, and then go back in your direction. But yeah, we gotta get through that zone. Man, once we get through that zone over here, price is gonna, it should skyrocket. So remember, just the same way I said, like this range was gonna get filled, and you see how I got filled? This is the next range that's supposed to get filled. Right over here. So we should see it get filled. At least 65% of the range get filled. At least. A bare minimum. This range is going to get filled as well today. 48.66 with Trump speaking later. It's going to get filled. Most likely higher probability from next 10 minutes. We should be seeing that range get filled. There's currently a trade setup in motion though. That one is still in motion. It looks like it just came down because of profit taking. That's why you should put like 16 pips, right? Because sometimes my TP is 16 pips and my stop loss, my TP and my SL is 16 pips. So it's like a 1-to-1. So typically I've seen reactions of 16 pips. So that's why I know 16 pips is a pretty key zone. And then also 20 pips. 20 pips is also a pretty key zone. 20 and 30. Pretty important areas too. Just like yesterday's trade. Yesterday's trade I did 20 pips and then price came into entries and then went back up again. Just the same way it did 16 pips here. Back into entries and then went back up again. So it's all a matter of like, do you know your strategy? Have you mastered it? Have you really locked into it to understand those little nuanced things that it does? Because a bunch of you might not know that those intricate things that even a fair value gap can do. You have to pay attention to those details on how price reacts to those certain things when you get your entries. Those little certain movements. Damn it, BE. Yeah, I mean, that was a tricky one because of that resistance. You see how we hit 48.66? You have to have some risk appetite for to hold through that. Question is, do you have the risk appetite to hold through this? I don't, because I've seen moves play out already from the London Open. Correct? So at this point, I might as well wait for pre-New York at least. Even if I miss this move, that's okay, because risk appetite increases by pre-NY. Because that's pre-NY volume. You know, it doesn't mean it's wrong. It doesn't mean it's going to completely reject. It just comes down to discretionary risk based off how you perceive the markets. Because, you know, we all perceive slightly differently the markets. Even based off our previous education, there can be some confluences. Like you typically have the order flow thing that gives you an edge. So that's just trading in general. And every trader is unique in that sense. See, gold in terms of order flow bullish at momentum. If it breaks, should be good. You know, just the same way as people on stream, they took this buy over here. You know, pretty good buy. Pretty good buy over here. Our question is, did you secure something or did you let this winning trade become a losing trade? Just 2 trades for the day and up about 4.2% and down for the day. Awesome. Very nice. I'm not a fan of NY session anymore. Ever since I started trading London, NY just started to look like monkeys in a cage. NY just started to look like monkeys in a cage. Yeah, and you see, like, NY is the session where the news happens, you know? So you have to, like, avoid the news as well. And that's when the choppiness can also happen. You see, Trump is speaking 30 minutes into New York. Price is about to not do anything for the next 1 hour, like that 1 hour before NY or before Trump speaks. That 1 hour candle most likely does not go anywhere. It just remains like a doji candle until Trump speaks. That's a problem with NY session. You have to navigate those red folders all the time. So you can't afford to be a New York session trader and not look at Forex Factory, because it just might happen one day you're in a trade, news comes out, and you get NFP on your stop loss. Or you get something happen to your stop loss, which creates a big slippage. If you're lazy for just that one day, and the universe has a way of just getting you on that one day and that one trade somehow, you just have to mess up. If you're a New York session trader, you just have to mess up once. Just mess up once. Just once. Just forget NFPs happening. Take a sell. Just one time is all you need for good character development. That's all. Just once. But the problem is, if it happened once, there's a chance that again it's going to happen, because it just comes down to like how focused can you really be consistently. because you know you're only human at the end of the day. Some days you're gonna have a lot overwhelming you and your mindset. Other days you're not. So that's why for me, I don't typically like the New York session, because I can comfortably trade pre-London and London, not worried about zero folders, literally. And if something happens, it happens to all of us, because that's going to be an unscheduled event. Maybe somebody tweets something, you know, but the probability anybody tweets something at 3 a.m. Eastern, what's the chance of, that's a chance Trump is on his phone at 3 a.m. Eastern looking to tweet something crazy. You know, it's also a pretty low probability. Right now it's 5 a.m. Eastern. We're going to 6 a.m. Eastern. Everybody's about to wake up right now. You know, everyone's waking up. There's a lot more chances for a lot more noise. But it's still kind of early. Like 6 pre-NY is still a bit early. But as soon as we get closer to New York session, there's a higher chance. Probabilities start to increase. Something might come out. Yeah, that's why Asia session's really good. Because Asia session carries through yesterday's volume. Pre-London as well. London session as we're heading towards New York. That's my favorite sessions. Also, like, New York is more kind of like towards the end of the day, right? Like, the market's already warmed up. So even if you look at it like kill zones wise, you see, like, look at Asia, look at London. New York session can give you the follow through, but I always have that perception of the New York session as one that comes in like really late. You see, that's New York session right there. Yeah, but early bird catches the worm. But of course, if you can't wake up for the earlier sessions, you can't trade them because of your lifestyle, that's fine. You can still be profitable with New York. 100%. You can still be profitable with New York. Yeah, trade it. Oh man, this is going to be really good. 48.66. But I'm going to head off here, guys. Hope you all enjoyed the stream. Hope you managed to catch some of these moves over here. And I need to take a break now. I need to get back into my pattern. I need to go and get an ice cream. And then come back, sit down calmly, look at the chart, and then see if I can execute. Because patterns make you successful. Habits make you successful. So if you have a habit, you have a pattern you're doing that keeps resulting a certain result that you want, you have to keep doing that pattern. It becomes like a religion at some point, you know. So that's what I gotta do. I will see you all tomorrow. Take care, stay safe, and enjoy the fireworks today as Trump comes on later on. Adios.
No time for this slip, homie. Now we bout to dip.